Hi everyone, I'm Omar and today I'm going to be cooking Fideuà, which is one of the dishes featured in the Tapas Revolution cookbook. And it's one of my favorites because I normally have all these ingredients, whether in the freezer or in the star cupboard, and it's very easy, you will see. We're going to start by frying very lightly this pasta. We call it in Spain fideos, but it's nothing else than spaghetti, okay? And we are going to start by frying this on a high heat for like 2-3 minutes in a bit of olive oil. As you can see, it's going to start frying, and while this happens, I'm going to start chopping a bit of squid. This is frozen squid, the one that you normally find in the supermarket. Okay, I'm just going to chop it into small squares. Okay, and a few legs. Cut the legs into small pieces again. I'm going to do 3 of them. I'm going to stir this a bit. Can you see how it's getting golden? And I'm going to put it all back into the plate. Again, generous on the olive oil, a good pinch of salt, and we are going to go in with the squid. Hot pan, very important. Okay, this cooks very quickly. I'm going to chop, it's quite a big Spanish onion. Normally I would use a quarter, but for this I'm just going to use slightly less than a quarter due to the size. I'm going to chop it finely. I'm going to be chopping a couple of garlic cloves. There you have it, finely chopped as well, garlic very important. And now you can see that it's starting to get brown, and what I've said of, you see how it's toasting on the surround. I'm going to just put a tiny bit more olive oil, and I'm going to add the onion now. Okay, we're going to continue browning this for a bit. I'm going to start with the tomato as well, okay? And what I do now to chop it easily, I just slice it. Then I cut what in foodie terms we call julienne, and then in a fine brunoise. Okay? And now I'm going to put the garlic in. That will take something like a minute or so. Now, once the onion, the garlic, and the squid is equally golden, is when we are going to put a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of pimenton. Give it a good stir. Pimenton burns very quickly, and then we are going to put the tomato straight in. Okay, that's great. I have some water over here that is quite hot, and now I'm going to put a bit of this fish paste. I'm just going to crumble it a bit, and now it will dissolve as soon as we put the water. Okay, and I have some saffron. I'm just going to crumble it a bit, put it into the water. You will see it will turn yellow very quickly. Now I'm going to add these prawns. The reason why I add them at this point is because I don't want them to be too overcooked. Can you notice how dark all is getting? That's essential for a good fideuà or for a good paella. Now I'm gonna pour the boiling water with the saffron. And something that you need to calculate yourself is that spaghettis or fideos, there is of many different thicknesses. So depending on the thickness, you will need more or less water, and that's something you have to judge. So I believe for this amount of fideos, it will take about 5 minutes to cook, and this is the amount of water that I've added. So I'm just gonna pour it in, give it a good stir, and I don't touch anymore for the next 5 minutes until that is reduced right down, and it will be ready to eat. Okay, this is sizzling, this is ready, it's been 5 minutes. It has reduced down all the water, and you can see how it's browned and yellowish. That's the traditional color of a paella. When you see a paella that is completely yellow, there is something wrong, I tell you. One of my favorite dinners for a reason. As you see, very easy. I hope you enjoy it, and you will find it inside the book.